Well, this was a lovely stop motion film. It had little clay people, just heads with facials full of detail. They were peculiar little things, and it was seemed to be a story of them admiring penguins. Lots of movies and documentaries are out there about penguin life and their behavior in looking for lifelong mates. And I think this was the whole idea or inspiration behind why this was in the story. Um, the soundtrack was beautiful and it seemed custom made for the stop motion movement and action within the story. The lonely characters find each other in the end, and the film just had a charm to it that I enjoyed.
We witness small clay figures watching each other from a city and then on or near ice. I love the simple stop motion of these quizzical figures. There does seem to be a lot of alienation between the figures as they often float by on the ice. This alienation is contrasted to the real video footage of a large number of penguins together, as some of them jump into the water. I like the upbeat soundtrack and also the sweet ending of connection.
We have these animated bodiless sculpture-like figures, and they seem to be fascinated by penguins. And what came to mind when I saw the penguin, I'm like, okay, penguins are known to mate for life, right? And they go through these journeys to get back to their mate every, year during this mating season. And there's this whole migration and all that kind of stuff. So then it made me curious. Okay, is this love story meant to mirror how a penguin seeks out their mate? Because it feels very similar. We have this migration, we have this whole urge to be with this one person, and then he ends up finding this person, and now we are complete. And so it kind of mirrored what the penguin and the migration of the penguin towards their mate. Um, in a way, and it made me feel like the penguin was maybe symbolic for him wanting to find love as well.
This was really creative and unique and interesting. It really kept me curious as I was watching it. I liked the stop motion and claymation, the creativity there, and just the piano in the beginning was such a beautiful music. I really liked that a lot. And I loved the use of colors in this, in the different moments. I noticed when they were falling in love, it was kind of a rosy color going on. Just the transitions that were made very more known with the colors, and the music I thought was really good. Good directing there, good editing. I really liked the storyline. I thought it was neat to see penguin pictures on both of these people's walls. It was sort of a connection, like you knew they were going to connect at some point. And I liked that there was sort of a fantasy of this guy looking at the penguin picture and going, this is how penguins do it. I just need to be, inspired by this to find my person because he seems lonely in the beginning. And then I felt like the penguin was sort of guiding him, probably in his imagination. And it just felt like, again, he felt alone in the beginning, kind of guided by these penguins and finding his person. And I really loved the Northern Lights at the end, and then transitioning to seeing him with his person, the two penguins underneath the Northern Lights, and then him with his person. It would have been cool to see like city lights kind of glowing like the Northern Lights. I thought that's what was going to happen, but I still loved all the use of color, the use of light, the use of the music to keep everything moving along really nicely and showing the transitions and the different moments. I really liked this a lot. It was very unique.
So I think the score in this short is very lovely, and it gives such a soft touch to the film. It does well to also portray a very introverted person. I think that the sort of main character, introverted person, but with a desire for learning, and adventure, and an understanding art as well, and sort of the beautiful wonders of creation. So that's kind of the main things I got from the character, and I think that was just very sweet and very well played out, especially with animation. I think that there was a very strong theme of isolation as well going on, that the character had to definitely navigate. And I think that was portrayed well.
I was very much intrigued by the use of what I presume to be claymation, stock footage, and green screen all combined together. Oh, also puppeting, all combined together to create this interesting blend of all these different worlds coming together, which very much I feel helps exemplify this theme of imagination and longing, as these clay heads are essentially fantasizing about the life of penguins and being one with penguins and being penguins. It was all very fascinating to watch, but it was a lot of fun.